Hey, William. What did you do with the items in my office? You know, in the spare room? I had a bunch of documents on my desk. I had some USB memory sticks beside my computer too.
What do you want? You're being annoying. All these message notifications on my phone are distracting me. I'm out right now. I have meetings today.
I don't care. Just answer me. All the documents and memory sticks and stuff from my home office. Where did you hide them?
What? If you're talking about the piles of paper in the spare room, I threw them out with the garbage this morning.
What? You threw them all out. Those were important documents and data for work. Why would you throw them out without asking me first?
How was I supposed to know it was stuff for work? That room was such a mess. So, I cleaned it for you. You should be thanking me, don't you think? I did something nice for you. You're not acting like the cute and kind wife I envisioned when I married you.
You cleaned it? But you've never done the cleaning before. And I told you, that's my room now. Why today of all days did you decide to clean my room by throwing out all my stuff? This doesn't make any sense.
That room was so dirty, I couldn't stand to look at it anymore. If I left it like that, I can just imagine how quickly bugs would start breeding in there. So, I cleaned it. It's as simple as that. Anyway, why the heck did you bring work documents and stuff home anyway? If those things were so important for work, you should have left them at work. You were the one doing strange things. Don't blame this on me.
I told you. Starting at the end of last month, I was going to be working from home. They're doing reconstruction on our building, so it's closed down for a little while. I told you all of this. That's why I had to take all my work home with me. That's why I turned the spare room into a home office.
I think I recall you saying something about that now. But if you were really working at home, you'd be home all day, wouldn't you? So, how could you think that room wasn't a total pigsty? If you were home, what the heck were you doing to let it get that messy?
Well, obviously I was busy working. You keep saying the room was dirty, but there were just some papers scattered about here and there. And all those papers were in my office. It wasn't like it was the bedroom or living room, was it? So why did you do this?
Well, I saw it, so I had to do something about it. You know I'm a neat freak. If there's a spot in my house that isn't clean, I can't stand it. That's why I cleaned it for you. I didn't do anything wrong here.
Are you kidding me? Why would you do that? You didn't have to throw the papers out. You could have just stacked them. And my backup data. It was on the USB drives. Who throws out USB drives just because they're lying around? I have to do something about this, or I'm gonna be in serious trouble. I might even get fired for this.
Oh. In that case, this is a good opportunity for you. Just tell them you messed up and use it as a good excuse to quit.
What? What are you talking about?
From the start, I never really wanted you to continue working anyway. I thought when we got married you were gonna quit working. Now you're even bringing your work home with you and rubbing it in my face. Honestly, it's annoying. So, why don't you just use this opportunity to quit now?
What are you talking about? You've never said anything about wanting me to quit before. Where's this coming from? In fact, you've never shown any interest in me working or in me staying at home before. So why are you suddenly telling me to quit now?
Because it's only normal for a woman to quit working and take care of the house when she gets married. That's what my mom did too. But it looked like you wanted to continue working, so I just put up with it. But it seems like you're gonna get fired now, anyway. So why don't you just quit?
Don't act like it's that easy for me to just quit. This is the job I've always wanted. This is what I went to university for. And the only reason I might get fired now is because of you. You have no right to say this is a good chance for me to quit.
All your complaining is so annoying. I only threw out like 1 or 2 documents. And anyway, it's every woman's dream to become a housewife for her husband.
What? You can't tell someone else what they want in their life. Anyway, I'm gonna be too busy now trying to redo all of these things for work. I'm not going to have time to do anything around the house. If you want something done, do it yourself.
Ha! So now you're gonna shirk your responsibilities as the woman around the house? Well, then. If you want to continue working, then you'd better just divorce me.
What? Where's this coming from all of a sudden?
I'm not attracted to a working woman. And if you're not gonna do the housework either, there's no reason to stay married to you. I'd rather find a younger woman to be with than stay with a nagging old hag.
What? Are you serious? If this is a joke, I'm not laughing.
It's no joke. I'm dead serious. I'll stop and get divorce papers on my way home today. You got angry for me throwing out your documents today. Now it looks like I'm throwing you out too. That's really funny if you think about it.
How dare you?
I suggest you cool down and think long and hard about this. I know you pretty well. I know you'll come crawling back to me. Anyway, I've got work to do. See you when I get back tonight. With the divorce papers. Hey, Corinne. Have you finally calmed down yet? It's been 3 years since I left you. It must have been pretty lonely for you, huh?
Huh? Who is this? Sorry, but I think you've messaged the wrong person.
What are you talking about? It's me, William.
Oh. It's you. What do you want after all this time?
I just thought you might have changed your mind and realized your mistakes. If you're willing to sincerely apologize, I might be open to giving you another chance. It must have been difficult without me all this time, right?
Well, you divorced me and I had to find a new place to live and sort out my belongings. It was quite a hassle, but other than that, things went fine.
Yeah, right. You say that, but deep down, I know you've been waiting for me to reach out to you. You unblocked my number, so it's clear you wanted me to contact you.
I didn't unblock you. It might have happened by mistake when I got a new phone. Don't misunderstand. I'll make sure to block you again immediately.
Come on. Is it wise to talk to me like that? If you continue to disrespect me, there's no chance of us getting back together.
You have terrible timing if you thought I wanted that. I got married last week.
Ha! Remarried last week?
Yes, that's correct. I remarried. I have no desire to reconcile with you.
What? You're lying, aren't you?
It's the truth. After you threw away all the work documents, I had to seek help from a colleague to redo them. We worked closely together and got to know each other well, which eventually led to marriage. We tied the knot last week.
I divorced you, and just 3 years later, you're remarried? Isn't that too quick? You must have been involved with him before our divorce. You were cheating on me, weren't you? What kind of person are you? You little cheater.
There's no need to tell you, but you're mistaken. None of that is true. It was because of the work incident and spending time together that we grew closer. After being together for nearly 3 years, we decided to marry. And like I said, we got married last week. Things have been going well since then. That's the whole story.
Why didn't you tell me such an important thing? How could you get remarried without informing me?
You're my ex-husband. I don't owe you any explanations. We're not related anymore, and we're not friends.
But why did you remarry? I was waiting for you to realize your mistakes all this time. You're heartless.
That's your own fault. Why would you expect that from me? We divorced and stopped communicating. It's foolish to expect either of us to wait for the other.
It's typical of a career-driven woman to talk like this to a man. You'll regret this. Someday, you'll wish you had reconciled with me. But it'll be too late. I'll marry a woman who's much cuter and more modest than you.
Do as you wish. Oh, I almost forgot. Good luck next month.
Ha! Good luck with what?
Your company is merging with another one next month, right? My husband will be the owner of the new company.
Ha! What are you talking about?
About 2 years ago, my husband, who was my manager at the time, started his own business. Now, his company has acquired your company. Most employees will stay, but I heard a few will be let go. Only those with disciplinary issues or poor performance will be affected.
What? Are you kidding? I haven't heard anything about this.
Oh? Maybe they haven't informed anyone yet. I suppose the affected employees will be notified shortly before it happens. I wonder how much notice they'll get. Maybe a couple of weeks in advance?
Are you saying I'm going to be laid off? Your husband's company is buying mine and firing me. But why me? Why is this happening to me?
What? You know very well why, don't you? Someone who would recklessly discard another company's confidential information should understand why. They can't be blamed for not wanting to keep someone like that.
What are you saying? Are you telling me you informed your husband about what I did back then? You betrayer. It's all your fault, isn't it?
I didn't betray or inform on you. Don't make it sound like a scandal. I told you, my husband helped me redo those reports 3 years ago. That's how he knows about you and what happened. I haven't mentioned anything about you to him since then.
Wait. Hold on. Just wait. I've been working for that company for so many years. I have extensive experience. It would be a disservice to the company to let me go. I don't want to lose my current position. Please. I'm begging you. Convince your husband not to fire me. I won't find another company that treats me as well as this one. I don't want to lose this job. Please. I beg you.
Sorry, but there's nothing I can do. I don't have any involvement in my husband's business affairs. I'm still working at my old company and don't want to interfere. I haven't mentioned anything about you to him in 3 years. However, he remembers you.
You're kidding.
Funny how things turn out, isn't it? The person who threatened to divorce me if I didn't quit my job is now likely to be fired by my new husband. Perhaps karma does come back around.
This wasn't how things were supposed to end. Corinne. I was wrong. I'm sorry. I apologize for throwing away your belongings and telling you to quit your job. I just wanted you to spend more time at home since you were always busy with work. Honestly, you're the only woman I ever loved.
So what? It's too late for apologies, so don't bother. You and I have nothing to do with each other anymore. It's quite unsettling for you to say you love me. Stop it.
Korean.
Well, that's all I have to say. I'm off to dinner with my husband. I don't have any more time to waste on you. As I mentioned earlier, I'm going to block you.
Korean. Just wait.
I wish you all the best in the future. Goodbye. Even after I blocked William, he persisted in trying to contact me for a meeting. However, I took every possible measure to ensure he had no direct means of reaching me. Eventually, he gave up attempting to contact me altogether. Instead, in an effort to avoid being fired, he attempted to arrange a meeting with my husband. Regrettably, he chose to wait outside my husband's workplace, hoping to meet him there. Since my husband had never met William in person before, he had no clue who he was. Consequently, the police were called. William was apprehended by the police and issued a stern warning against repeating such behavior. However, since he was causing disruptions at the company that was acquiring his current employer, the HR department at William's office quickly became aware of the incident. It was recorded in his permanent file and would be taken into consideration when determining who to retain and who to let go. Frankly, when I initially informed William about the merger, the decision regarding layoffs had not yet been finalized. If William had continued to demonstrate dedication and hard work, it appeared that my husband might have opted to retain him. However, not only had William engaged in unauthorized appropriation and disposal of confidential data 3 years ago, he also jumped to conclusions and caused a public scene that reflected poorly on both himself and his company. It was the combination of all these factors that led my husband to decide to terminate his employment.